Hi, so welcome to the live stream. So I'm going to be channeling Archangel Raphael. Just before we start, I'd just like to mention that I am offering 5-minute messages, and that can be ordered via the Archangel Raphael site. And on it, if you go far, you have to go far long enough, but there'll be a section where it says notes where you can put a question or if you'd like a message for 2026. And for those of you who are waiting for your messages, just to say they'll be completed shortly and sent to you for those of you waiting for 2026 messages. I'm also offering one-to-one sessions, and there are two types, and there's one on life purpose mentorship sessions, and then there's the other general healing sessions by Raphael. And also, we offer groups as well, and they can be found on the Gen site. So, I'm just going to let Archangel Raphael come through me and speak. Hmm. I would like you to know that what I am seeing at the moment is that you are all very much immersed in going forwards in your life in ways where you really want to be in a new energy, but you are not quite feeling it yet. So, the general energy I'm seeing is that there is a strong desire in all of you to really go forwards in new ways, but something is not there yet for you, almost like you feel inside you are still in older energies, and yet you are really wanting to be in a new type of frequency, almost like you feel you have done enough to be in a new energy, but you do not quite feel you are there. And I will say the reason behind this is very much to do with older energies clearing, but the clearing is not really happening smoothly for all of you. And that is because the energies are a bit stuck at the moment in some parts, because what has happened is that they have come up to be cleared from your system, but there are parts of you which are stuck. And these stuck parts are not so much to do with deeper aspects of you, but they are much more to do with the egoic self, the part of you that is very earthly. And these are the parts which are perhaps not clearing so fast. So, on a level of your being, you do not feel the changes yet. I will also say that there are those of you who do feel that there is a new energy around, a new flow, perhaps more energy generally. But what I will say generally to all of you is that the flow will get started more strongly in a few more weeks rather than now, because the energies are still clearing on a very earthly level. I also will say that none of you here are really that good at communicating things to others that you would like to say, unless those things are very much about the things that you are already able to do, things you have communicated in the past, things that you are already well versed in being able to say aloud. So some of the energies which are stuck are connected to communication between people, things which are not said aloud, that are kept inside. And this creates further congestion, and it creates a problem in energy. So, to those of you who feel that there are things you want to say, what I will say is that it is good to work on communication, but not in a way where you are forcing someone else to hear you out, because this can create more problems, but something else to go inwards and work on actually clearing away anything to do with communication blockages in yourself. So, one of the reasons energies are not fully clearing is because of this. And I will say communication blockages are not because of one thing. There are many things that can affect communication. And one of the things I see in all of you is a sense of not really being able to really be clear enough to share what you want to say, because what you may be experiencing inside is very deep and perhaps contains a lot of information across space and time. Like you are really trying to communicate on a multidimensional level, but you do not have the tools to do this. And that is because you have entered a new time, whereas in the past, the life was very much on the 3D. So what you had to say could be communicated more easily. But now there are so many things which are being revealed all the time. So when you are communicating, it is your multidimensional self, and you don't have the earthly tools yet to do this. And one of the ways of actually being able to find a way through this is to actually go inwards and actually ask to be given the tools, which may be things that you don't even realize existed. It may even be you receive a tool that enables you to communicate to someone in a way where you are actually giving them information without talking at all. But there will be tools you will receive that will enable your multidimensional self to communicate in a very grounded way, but in a way where you may be, in one way or another, using different mechanisms. I also will say that there is no such thing as really needing to go into things you are uncomfortable communicating. Because what I see about discomfort is that it is always there for a reason. And when you are really uncomfortable about saying something, it may be that there are blockages you need to release first within yourself before that thing can be said in a way where you are able to really feel that it is comfortable for you on all levels. So sometimes it may be that there is something around shame to release. And when you release this, the energy flows really easily. So remember to work on this. I also want you to know that no one here is really lost. You may feel it, but you are not lost. You are all on a journey, but sometimes the journey takes you to places where you feel a bit like you don't really know what is going on, like you don't know who to turn to, where to go, what is next. And the real reason behind this is that it is happening when you are going through a major transformation, a shift. And as you shift, things change on the outside. So new possibilities come to life. But whilst you are going through that shift, the possibilities are not there. So it is like during that process, things close down a bit on the earth plane. So you feel like you have nowhere to go. It may even feel for a few moments that you have nothing around you, like you don't know who your friends are, where they are, where your home is, so to speak, on earth. But when you have gone through that transformation, something new opens up for you, and you start to feel that you have possibilities opening up for you, which are really positive. And as you step into these possibilities, a new life emerges. So it is good to remember this, that you will have moments like this, moments where you feel alone, like nothing is there, and then something will appear. But don't force it. Be in that period of transformation. Don't force anything to happen, and the right things will be there for you. I also want you to know that the right things which will be there will not always be what you expect. So there may be elements of what you expect. So things that you always knew would be there ultimately. But then other things may not be there anymore. But these things were perhaps never really meant to stay in your life. So it is good to be open and see what happens. I will say that there are many things going on at the moment which are very much to do with all of these things. What I would like to offer is a very short transmission just to help you with the energies which are trying to clear, to help you to feel lighter, perhaps to even give you new tools around communication to further help you clear your energy. But that is what I see you all need at the moment. Hmm. So I will say that there is a lot of energy moving, and as I go into your energies, there will always be a lot of movement because at the moment it is like you are trying to clear your energy on a deeper level when it comes to the earth, your earthly energies, and this energy is always going to then create change in life for you. I also would like you to know that when you are going through deep changes, it is not really ever going to mean that your life will be in a place where you have to keep being in a particular frequency. So, when you go through these changes, the frequencies that are moving through you may feel like they are permanent, like they have always been in your life, and that they will never change and transform. And that is because the frequencies which are transforming at the moment are the ones which have been with you for a long, long time, longer than this life. So as they clear and you feel them, it will give you a sense that nothing will ever transform because you have not known any different, especially in this life. And that is why the energies are not shifting so quickly for you, generally, because you are holding on to certain things as the energies try to clear. So, one of the best ways of actually going to a place where you can just let go is to actually be very immersed in new earth frequencies. So, as these energies are clearing, go deeper into new earth energy. Ask that you are shown things about new earth, but step into this timeline more strongly. And as you do, the older energies will clear faster because you will have a sense of how different the earth is, how new things are at this time. But what I will say is that it is a bit of a struggle at the moment because of this. I also want you to know that challenges in life appear not because you are being tested by something that is greater than you. It is actually the other way round. It is the challenges appear because what you are doing is actually going through something so it can be fully cleared from your life. So it is actually more about you choosing something to be cleared away. And then the challenge is actually showing you what that thing is. So it is more about you choosing to move forwards in life, that as you choose forward movement, challenges appear. And it is good for you to know that a challenge can be overcome in two ways. And one way is by going through it on the earth plane and working with it in very earthly ways. Another way is to go inward and to get to, I guess, get a sense of the root of the challenge and clear it energetically. But when you work in this way, sometimes it will leave you feeling like you are really in need of a rest so that energies can clear through you. I also would like you to know that there will never ever be a problem in life when it comes to the things which you have already overcome, challenges you have already overcome, that these areas of your life will be problem free. And I am saying this because there is such a thing as actually having been through something and fully actually having mastered it, so that the issue is no longer there. So even if something happens along those lines, you don't really have a problem with it because you know precisely how to deal with it energetically. So it is good for you to know this, that once you have mastered something, it is in your vibration. So when it happens again, the response is immediate and it is dealt with. The final thing I would like to say today is that you are all living lives which are really very much about your new earth selves. And what I mean by this is that even the processes you go through inside, it is all about your new earth self wanting to come to life. the part of you that is absolutely in the light, that knows what life is all about ultimately. So that is really what everything is about at the moment. And I say this out loud because I want you to know that regardless of how you feel inside, it is because you really want to be who you are. You want to live in the new earth fully and completely. So it is good for you to know this. I see the week ahead will generally be a positive one where there will be many things that happen in your life which actually feel positive, like something is going forwards for you. So that is what I see. Yeah, so thank you everyone for being part of today's live stream. And yes, so wishing you a good weekend, a good week ahead. Oh yeah, and please share this live stream with anyone you feel might benefit from the messages and transmission. Yeah, and have a good week and much love.